Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how text summarization with generative AI can be applied to investment management tasks. Specifically, I'm going to use ChatGPT to summarize public company earnings call transcripts and extract key information and insights. Processing large volumes of text data manually is time-consuming and inefficient. Earnings conference calls, of course, can be quite lengthy, up to 90 minutes in some cases, and transcripts can range between 8,000 and 15,000 words. This is a lot of data to process, especially if you have to go through multiple calls or other financial documents in a tight time frame. The solution is to use generative AI for summarization to get efficient information extraction. Our goal is to produce high-quality summaries. These are summaries that are both accurate and complete. We want to have a high degree of confidence that the information contained in the summary is from the source data and that it's true. We also want to be confident that the summary isn't missing any important information that would be relevant to the user. In order to produce the highest quality summaries, we're going to use a technique called prompt chaining. This is an advanced prompt engineering technique that breaks a more complex task down into smaller subtasks. Prompt chaining structures a series of prompts, where the output from one prompt or step feeds into the next. And this creates a sequential process to tackle complex problems more effectively. This is similar to how a human would approach solving a complex problem or task. For this example, I'm going to use the most recent quarterly earnings call transcript for NVIDIA. This transcript is about 10,000 words long, and I want to extract key insights and information about the company's financial performance, its outlook, and any challenges or opportunities that might impact future performance. I've opened up my ChatGPT Plus terminal. The most simple way I could summarize this earnings call would just be to instruct the model to summarize the following text. And then underneath, I can paste the conference call transcript. Now, using a simple prompt like this may get a good result. But the problem with a simple prompt is that there are many different ways to summarize a document, different things that you can focus on, and levels of detail. By using a simple prompt, you're leaving it up to the model to make all of these decisions for you. In some cases, the results may be satisfactory, but the result is going to vary a lot every time you use it. It'll vary in length and level of detail. It will also vary with respect to what types of things that it focuses on. And you can't really have a high degree of certainty that it's including all of the information that would be relevant to you. To get more consistency and control out of the output, we need to provide more precise instructions and context about the type of information that we need and what this is going to be used for. A more detailed prompt could be something like, you are a FINRA registered equity analyst. Your task is to extract key insights from the provided earnings call transcript and produce a complete and accurate summary. This summary will be used by analysts, portfolio managers, and investors to gain an understanding of the company's recent financial performance, management outlook and guidance, and any industry or market trends or events that will impact the company and its future performance. Accuracy is essential. Use only the information provided in the source document. So here right away, we're providing the model with a persona as a FINRA registered equity analyst. We're providing more context about the information that we're looking to get in this summary and how this summary is going to be used, as well as who's going to be using it. We're also emphasizing that accuracy is important, and we're anchoring the model to the source data so that it doesn't include other information that's outside of the earnings call transcript. I'll submit this. I'll paste the transcript and submit. So right away, I'm seeing a lot more detail in this summary. This summary is about 550 words. Now, this may be excessive for your purposes, but from here, you always have the ability to ask ChatGPT to produce more of a concise summary. But this prompt compressed the original conference call transcript down to about 5% of its original size. As a starting point, this looks pretty good in terms of getting fairly comprehensive information about the performance in the quarter and the future outlook. But how certain can we be that this summary is complete and contains all accurate information? This is where prompt chaining can be useful. As I said before, with prompt chaining, we break the problem down into a number of subtasks. This is a more realistic method of completing a complex task as opposed to finishing the task in one attempt. For a summarization task, these steps might be drafting the initial version of the summary, then reviewing the draft to identify if there's any missing information that should be included, then checking the summary for accuracy and correcting any errors, and then finally just polishing the summary, which could include changing the format, the style, the tone, or adding any additional information that you want. At each one of these steps, we're sending the output back to the model, in this case, ChatGPT, in order to produce the output of the next step. This allows ChatGPT to focus on these steps one task at a time. And it's been shown to significantly improve performance, both on accuracy-based tasks and creative tasks. I'll go back to my ChatGPT terminal. We've already completed the first step, which was producing the initial draft of the summary. For step number 2, I'll instruct ChatGPT to review the summary alongside the source data and identify if there's any relevant information from the source data that's missing in the summary. We can see here that ChatGPT identified several things that were not included in the summary and made a number of recommendations for how the summary can be improved. I'll instruct ChatGPT to incorporate these recommendations into the summary. For step number 3, I'll use this prompt to instruct ChatGPT to review the summary again and check every fact and figure for accuracy. In this case, it appears that every fact and figure is supported by the source data. In terms of what else you can do to verify the accuracy, it really depends on how this is going to be used. If the summary is being generated to distribute outside of your firm to clients or even internally throughout your company, then each fact should be verified manually, which is probably what you would do anyways, even if this were summarized by a human. If this is for personal use, you can probably just verify the important facts individually as you're reading the summary. But allowing ChatGPT to focus specifically on just the task of verifying accuracy will reduce the number of potential errors and should give you a higher degree of confidence. Step 4 in this prompt chain is to make any final changes to the document you need in order to consider it finalized. I think that this summary is fine as it is, so I'm going to instruct ChatGPT to provide the summary as a well-formatted, downloadable Word document. ChatGPT will execute some code in order to produce the Word document, and now we can download the final result. This final result looks to provide a fairly comprehensive overview on the company's performance and also their future outlook. Anything that's important, which is contained in the conference call, should be included in this summary. In total, this summary has just over 600 words, which is 5 to 6% the size of the original conference call transcript. Designing the right prompts and right prompt chain is really an iterative process, and you would want to revise this and improve it for your own particular use case. But now that we have these prompts ready to go, we can apply them to new conference call transcripts and new financial documents. And the process of summarizing a 10 or 15,000 word conference call will only take 1 to 2 minutes. For anyone who needs to read through and process large volumes of text data, summarization using prompt chaining is an incredibly powerful technique. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more content on generative AI for finance.